Listen up, fellas. There are some things you can tell a woman, and there's some things you should never say. Not because you're lying, not because you're hiding something, but because a man of wisdom understands restraint. A real man speaks with purpose. He doesn't run his mouth about every fear, every failure, or every doubt. Because the truth is, the moment you expose too much, you give away your power. And once you give it away, it's nearly impossible to get it back. This isn't about deception, it's about control. Control over how you're perceived, control over your emotions, and control over your destiny. If you want respect, if you want to be the kind of man that others admire, you need to learn what to say, and more importantly, what to keep to yourself. So pay close attention, because I'm about to break down 6 things that no real man should ever tell any woman. And trust me, the last one is the one that separates strong men from weak ones. Stick with me till the end, because this is the kind of knowledge that will set you apart. Let's get into it. Look, every man has doubts. Every man has moments of weakness. But sharing your deepest insecurities with a woman doesn't bring you closer. It makes her see you differently. Women respect strength. They are naturally drawn to confidence. When you constantly talk about your fears, your failures, or what you think you lack, you plant a seed of doubt in her mind. She might still care for you, but that initial admiration, that sense of mystery, that attraction to your strength, it fades fast. A strong man faces his insecurities in private. You fix them. You work on them. But you don't dump them on her. Listen, I'm not saying to lie. I'm not saying to act like you're rich when you're not. But women are attracted to security, not struggle. The moment you start complaining about money, about how broke you are, about how you don't know what to do, that's when she starts questioning if you're really the leader she thought you were. Instead of talking about how bad things are, focus on your grind. Let your actions speak, because a man who's working hard to improve his situation is far more attractive than a man sitting around talking about how bad he has it. Women don't want to hear about how the last girl broke your heart. They don't want to know about the woman who cheated on you or the one who left you for another man. Why? Because it makes you look like a loser in the game of love. A woman wants to feel like she won a prize, not like she's picking up the pieces of a broken man. Your past relationships, keep them in the past. If she asks, keep it simple. It didn't work out, I moved on. That's it. The moment you start spilling details, telling her how badly you were hurt, you shift the dynamic. You're no longer the strong, confident man. Now you're the wounded soul looking for sympathy. And trust me, sympathy does not equal attraction. Men, hear me loud and clear. Move in silence. Stop telling women your every next move. Stop talking about your goals before they happen, because the more you talk, the less you execute. You ever notice how women respect men who just get things done? A man who says, I'm working on something, and then delivers, that's attractive. But a man who keeps saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and never follows through, that's just noise. Real men understand that mystery is power. You don't need to broadcast your journey. Just show up at the finish line with results. Now, don't get this twisted. Being emotionally intelligent is a strength. Being completely emotionally reckless is a weakness. There's a difference between expressing yourself and dumping every emotion onto a woman. Women can handle emotions, but they are not built to handle emotional instability in a man. If you're constantly venting, crying, breaking down, or reacting to every little thing, you're teaching her that she cannot rely on you for stability. And a woman needs stability. Control your emotions, master them, share them wisely, not recklessly. A man who can express himself with strength and control earns respect. A man who's emotionally unpredictable, he loses it. This one right here, this is where a lot of men mess up. Look, you're a man. You're going to find other women attractive. That's biology. But there is no reason ever to tell your woman about it. Telling her how sexy another woman is, how much you admire someone else's body, or worse, comparing her to another woman, that's a one-way ticket to disaster. It doesn't make you look honest, it makes you look careless. Women want to feel like they are the only one in your world. Even if they know deep down that you notice other women, they don't need to hear about it. Respect the woman in front of you. Keep those thoughts to yourself. A man who can control his words earns trust. And trust, that's the foundation of every great relationship. Fellas, here's the truth. A man's power is in what he chooses to share and what he keeps to himself. Women respect mystery. Women respect strength. Women respect men who know when to speak and when to remain silent. You don't owe the world your every thought, your every feeling, or your every plan. Be intentional with your words. Guard your power, and most importantly, let your actions do the talking, because a real man doesn't just say he's strong, he proves it. A man's insecurities are like cracks in a foundation. Small at first, but if exposed and left unchecked, they can bring the whole structure down. Every man has fears, doubts, and weaknesses, but the moment you lay them bare before a woman, something changes in how she sees you.